Hello, Outside the Box 333. Today's reading I am doing from the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle deck. And let's see what the universe has to say. You are invited. Suit up, show up, and open up. I laugh because I just read something that is very similar to this. So there's a number 9, and 9 is all about a cycle completing itself and stepping out of it and stepping into a new cycle that is asking you to be all that you are to be. And it's an invitation. It's not a demand. It's not a force. It's not being held down and out of your will. It is asking you to be all that you are. And it's beautiful. It's vulnerable. It's opening. It's you coming to yourself willingly and to be everything that this message here in the seashell that's been sitting in your subconsciousness for a long time is just flowing through to you, and it's been nudging you and encouraging you to come out and be all that you're supposed to be. And so allow that to flow out. Allow that message that's been coming into your ear, into your subconsciousness, just to flow out and become you. And you just going with it and flowing with it and being lost in it and the wonder of it and who you are and who you've always been meant to be will be even so much better than you possibly thought. So if you're feeling scared or concerned about this newness, you're stepping out of comfort zone, you're stretching, you're growing, it's exactly where you're supposed to be. More of who you are will fit even better. And to suit up, that means prepare yourself, like get ready for it. Show up, that means take the action and do it. You can't win the game by standing still. You have to take action and move forward and open up. You have to be willing to receive all the good that's coming because of this invitation. And it's an invitation that you actually signed up for as well. And don't procrastinate. Now's the time. So good. Be the bridge. Expand your consciousness to behold both worlds. So you're very aware of what you have left behind, of who you have been, and you're very aware of where you are going. Once you are aware of something, as you raise your consciousness, as you raise up your vibrations, you cannot go back. So deciding to make the best of where you are going is a really, really great idea. Expand your consciousness, behold both worlds. So you know what has not served you, and you know what you do want. Sometimes you have to experience the contrast to be able to experience what you truly, truly do want. And so we have like a mixture of things going on here. And all colors, we have standing still aspects of it, we have movement. And so be the bridge. You're being asked to be a light and to show others the way and be that bridge, and know that every person you have come in contact with, you are indeed impacting, and they are becoming more aware, and something that you might say or do, or even just the way you look, could really shift things for them. And they say that one person can't change the world, but one person can definitely change another person's world. So be that bridge. I think that's part of the invitation. You're being asked to be the bridge. So let's see what's next. This reading's really, really good. Attune to the call. Tune in and turn on. So we have number 10 here. So the first card was number 9, the completion of an old cycle. 10, you're stepping into a newer one, letting go of the old. Attune to the call. So you've been invited. You're being asked to be the bridge. And now you're being asked to really show up and attune to the call. Tune in and turn on. So one of the great ways of really tuning into the call is taking time to sit down and figure out what your call is, what and who you want to be. And sometimes it's a process of taking a step forward and being like, yep, I really like this one. And then you take a next step forward. And that one is like, I'm not so sure about that one. But that second step leads to another step that might be sort of like a side step or a detour that you weren't expecting, but it leads you to more of what you truly, truly do want. So as you take steps forward and as you lead forward, you might be trying a lot of different things and being excited about them and sharing them with others, and it might appear to others that you are like all over the board. But you're really just fine-tuning and discovering what works for you, what doesn't work to you. So that bridge you're being called to be, to being asked to be, you need to attune to that call. You need to tune in and turn on and just let it all flow. Like, as you can see, like a lot of like green and red here, and that reminds me of like the heart chakra. The heart chakra always requires healing in regards to be able to move forward, letting go of past hurts and healing and forgiving yourself, letting it go and burning it, as well as the base and the root chakra with the red, remembering who you are and your worth and really defining who that is, and no longer going with what other people are saying that who and what you are, but asking yourself if who you are at the moment has been defined by others or is what you truly, truly are wanting. So that's what you're being asked for in regards to be the bridge and being invited and really tuning in. Once you tune in, you really turn it on, and then your chakras start aligning. So really encourage you to get some Reiki done if you've never had it done. I also offer that in person and long distance. I use crystal healing with that as well. So in really activating that Kundalini rising energy, that helps to align everything as well. All right, I love this conclusion. Whale of a time, your change is to enlarge. Your charge is to enlarge. So this invitation is actually your charge. Like the universe is like, hey girl, we're not leaving you alone. Dude, we're not leaving you alone until you actually take action. Like, they're going to keep nudging you, and you're going to be like, I'm not ready, and you sidestep it, and they bring it back to you, and you're like, it's not leaving me alone, and you keep trying to move away from it, but it's not leaving you alone. And so it is your charge. It is who you are, and they will not leave you alone until you discover it. And it's only when you give up on yourself and you decide you don't want to do life and you numb yourself, then that's when everything shuts down around you. But being numb in this life is just an existence, and you pretty much are just going into your animalistic state and not being who you're supposed to be with your life purpose and your soul mission as a human being. So whale of a time. So the universe is reminding you that what they are calling you to be with a bridge is that it will be actually a lot of fun, and you'll embrace who you are more, and things will just line up, and manifestation will happen even faster, and all the good is just going to come flowing in even faster and even better. So what you are sort of like about, the universe is asking you to just charge forward. Go right into it. Enlarge yourself. Do that scariness. Take that jump. Fly. And know that like this bright light here is so the universe is on your side. It is leading the way. It is flowing forward. And this sort of reminds me of like all the spirit guides around you. They're like, we got you. You just need to take the action. And if you find like things are like shifting out of your life and you're getting really uncomfortable and you're like, what's going on? As the universe is like, okay, she's not taking action, so we're going to start removing the things from her life that aren't for her. It's going to be, she's going to see it as a bad thing, but she's not taking the action, so we are moving her forward in our way that we can do. So she's sort of like, so the door, there's sort of like like pushing you through that door because you're not going through it willingly. So if you find things are leaving your life, it's because you aren't taking action, and the universe is like nudging you forward because you are already aware. You have been invited. You have been tuning in. And now it's time to take that step and know that your life is going to be even more beautiful, more of a celebration of who you are, and everything will flow in a better form because you have surrendered. You have surrendered.